Oh, by the way, the robot going at 5 miles an hour, it's not as outlandish as I think some of the journalists and idiots out there who don't build anything in the world who were kind of dunking on him. Like we're saying, if you think about those cars going 65, 75, 85 miles an hour on the road, processing the world, doing a neural network, machine learning on the fly to figure out where the car should go, a robot going 5 miles an hour is an easier task.
I think all those people dunking on him should have just taken a step back and actually asked the question, am I just being really insecure right now? And if so, why am I making fun of this guy who just seems to be, firing on all cylinders? And maybe it's me. Maybe I'm writing this article out of my own insecurity. Maybe I'm feeling a little impotent.
Yeah, and also to dunk on a guy for the version 1 or even the version 0.1 of a product is so ridiculous. I mean, I remember the version 0 of Tesla. Now look at the company. I mean, it's about iterating. That's how you get to products. So it's just so stupid and short term.
And by the way,
to dunk on the current product capabilities.
And his style of doing these things, I think, makes a ton of sense. When he started with Starlink, it was the same reaction. People were dunking, too slow, too expensive, not going to work. And what you find through these events are really technical people building companies that could help him want to be a part of the mission. Right. And so, for whatever it's worth, it's like, I think Starlink's going to be a real thing. I think this is probably going to be a real thing. I think great companies will get absorbed into these efforts. I think it's great. And I really think that people that are just so low, like there's like this loathing going on. I just don't understand.
Chamath, what do you think will differentiate the opportunity for success with Larry Page owning and running Boston Dynamics, then Masa owning and running Boston Dynamics, and then Elon trying to take on the same project from scratch? Why were these other two kind of well-capitalized, influential businesses that have attract great partners not been able to turn Boston Dynamics into kind of a successful business, but you guys believe Elon will? If I had to just categorize them, I would say Larry is absent and is sitting on $100 billion fortune with no idea what to do. I think Masa
on one of 7 islands.
Yeah. I mean, he's just absent. So he's irrelevant. I don't think anybody knows what the fuck he looks like. I mean, we do. But he's frittered away enormous potential, I think. I think Masa is a master capital allocator, but not an engineer. And I think Elon is the most important technical product and business mind of our lifetime.
I think the answer is even simpler. He's the customer of the robot. So he understands what the spec should be because he has so many robots working in the factories. So he's going to buy the first 1,000 to go colonize Mars or work at a space station to build shit in space. And he's going to have them working in the Tesla factory and for the Boring Company carrying rocks out of tunnels. He's the customer. Of course he knows. And Masa wasn't the customer. Masa was looking to increase whatever money he bet on it by 10x.
But it's also skill set. Like Masa,
of course,
is an incredible visionary and investor, but he's not going to be the guy in the engine room making the robot. Larry, now, in fairness to Larry Page, he could be that good. And there was a moment in time where Larry was that good and frankly, better than Elon. But that window has closed and it's well past. And now, it's kind of like the player that just keeps getting better and better. I think that's Elon Musk.
Go ahead, Sachs, your thoughts?
I mean, nothing to add to that. I think you both make great points. I mean, the amazing thing is that Elon is still working so hard, doubling down, coming up with new ideas, new initiatives. I mean, it's
working
incredible.
harder than ever.
When most people are, most people would do what Larry did, go buy an island
or 7
and hang out,
Yeah.